Today is Tuesday, April 1st, and this is Citrus TV Now. I'm Ben Bascuk. Here are today's top stories. A Cornell PhD student is leaving the U.S. after his visa has been revoked. Mahmoudou Tal held a student visa and dual citizenship in the U.K. and Gambia. Last week, he appeared in Syracuse federal court in front of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and ICE services. His legal team tried to stall deportation, but the judge refused to block the government from taking further steps. He has now chosen to voluntarily leave the United States. A Wayne County man alongside a 9-year-old boy have found a camera in a Krispy Kreme bathroom air vent. The camera was then turned into the Krispy Kreme staff, who brought it to authorities. After investigation, police arrested Corey Clark, a 34-year-old man who is not connected to the Krispy Kreme establishment. Clark asked for the camera back, but authorities refused and took him into custody. A 12-year-old girl is in critical condition after being hit while crossing the street outside of a Central Square middle school. The school district superintendent says numerous students witnessed the incident and counseling services will be provided. The student is now at Upstate Medical University Hospital in critical condition. The driver is cooperating with authorities and is not expected to face any charges. A Lysander man has passed away after a head-on crash. The New York State Police arrived to the scene where a cargo van had crossed over the center of the road, hitting a Jeep SUV. The driver of the van had been a 28-year-old man who later passed away at Upstate Medical Center after suffering severe injuries. The driver of the Jeep and a 3-year-old passenger sustained non-life-threatening injuries. The investigation is ongoing and no tickets have been issued. Coming up on the Now, an hours-long standoff with police occurred early this morning. More on that after the break. Welcome back to Citrus TV Now. Well, this morning, a man fired at police, injuring a homeowner. Around 2:30 a.m., New York State Police and the Seneca County Sheriff's Office responded to an assault on Waterloo and Geneva Road. Randy Mark Davis Jr. allegedly forced his way into a residence, assaulting a homeowner and stealing firearms. He then broke into another residence, taking a cell phone. The assault case quickly escalated to an armed standoff lasting hours, where Davis shot multiple rounds at law enforcement. He went back into the first residence and fired at propane tanks. Davis was arrested and is facing charges of first-degree burglary, fifth-degree assault, 5 counts of attempted aggravated assault on a police officer, and second-degree criminal possession of a weapon. A teenager has been shot on Catherine Street this afternoon. Police responded, finding a 19-year-old with gunshots to the left arm and torso. After investigating, a 21-year-old man was arrested and is facing charges of assault in the second degree, criminal possession of a weapon, and firearm. The victim is at Upstate University Hospital and is in stable condition. Well, Olivia, I think the weather is pretty fitting for this April Fool's Day. I woke up out of bed this morning, saw those blue skies and the sun kind of shining. Then I walked outside for class and it was just wind and cold. How much longer before those temps match up with the sunshine?
Hey there, Ben. Well, you are absolutely right. The weather has been fooling all of us today. If you look outside your window right now, it is very sunny, very few clouds in the sky, but the weather is only 38 degrees right now. But because of that wind, it's going to feel a little bit more like 30. So this weather is really going to continue into tonight with this same weird trend where it's going to be very clear outside, nice night, great time for a walk, but it's going to be 35 degrees, going to feel still more like 29 because of this wind. And we're going to see this kind of weird trend continue throughout the next 3 days. See, on Wednesday, we're going to have a high of 48 and we're going to have a high of 69 on Thursday. So we're going to reach that peak for the rest of the week on Thursday. It's going to be great. But unfortunately, we're going to see rain and precipitation over those next 2 days. The sun is going to come out luckily on Friday, but we're going to dip back down to 52 degrees. So we're looking at a very bipolar, classic Syracuse weather where you never really know what's going to happen. We're going to see a little bit of rain and we're expecting up to 20-mile-per-hour winds. So even though it's going to be sunny, the temperatures are going to be pretty high. Make sure to pack an umbrella, pack a jacket, because it's not going to be exactly what you're expecting. But I'll have more on what you can expect throughout the rest of the week on Live at 6. Ben, back to you.
Thanks, Olivia. Hopefully those temps are part of an April Fool's joke. Well, coming up on News Live at 6, how the city of Syracuse is using a community fridge to overcome food insecurity. That's all the time we have for you today on Citrus TV Now. For more of the latest, follow us on Citrus TV News on X and Instagram. I'm Ben Bascuk. The news continues in an hour with Ronnie Perillo and Alana Epstein. Have a great night, Syracuse.